In 1976, the swine flu. The swine flu! Oh, you thought it was the first time you heard it a few years ago? No! This scam's been going on for decades! In 1976, the swine flu, that was exposed as a money-making scare, resulted in vaccinations causing paralysis, neurological disease, and even death. It cost the United States, back here, by the way, back when money was money, $3.5 billion. That's huge money for 1976 time frame. And that was in damages triggered by the flu shot. That was in damages paid out due to the effing shot. So, what does this reporter have to say about it? Let's take a listen.
Remember the swine flu scare of 1976? That was the year the U.S. government told us all that swine flu could turn out to be a killer that could spread across the nation. And Washington decided that every man, woman, and child in the nation should get a shot to prevent a nationwide outbreak, a pandemic. Well, 46 million of us obediently took the shot. And now 4,000 Americans are claiming damages from Uncle Sam amounting to $3.5 billion because of what happened when they took that shot. By far the greatest number of the claims, 2/3 of them, are for neurological damage or even death, allegedly triggered by the flu shot. We pick up the story back in 1976 when the threat posed by the swine flu virus seemed very real indeed.
This virus was the cause of a pandemic in 1918 and 1919 that resulted in over 500,000 deaths in the United States, as well as 20 million.
Remember the swine...
Yeah, so there's that. There's that old chestnut. 4,000 injured and deaths. That's more than the 9/11 people, 3,000 or whatever the number was for that, 3,000 something people. Now, of course, those are all deaths. All this wasn't necessarily full death, but again, paralysis, neurological disease, and death. And it said, in 1976, the swine flu that was exposed, it was exposed as a money-making scare. They rinse and they repeat and they do it again, but rather than take it out of Uncle Sam's back pocket, we're going to set up a thing in the 1980s called the vaccine court. We don't want you suing us again. We'll have this little thing set aside. We'll take a little fee out of every shot that we give. Take a little fee out of that and dump it into this court over the years. And it'll be this big nest egg. And if you can prove the vaccine hurt you, then, and convince the court, of course, then you get a payout. You want money, don't you? No, I'd like to have my child's life back. Nah. Settle for a few $1 million. We'll tie it up in court for 10 years. And then we'll finally pay you. But all the court costs you've incurred in that time, half your money's gone anyways.